Well, hello there, Leo. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are going to be doing your November general tarot reading. So this is good for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. Love that energy, and clean it up. Yeah, I feel as if there's some project, some relationship, some situation, even within your home or within your own, health of some sort. And you've been wanting to clean it up. This is kind of a sense of, okay, I think I want to really put some more time and energy into my health or into a relationship or something, but there's some kind of like clutter I need to clear out. So it could be a bad habit of, eating chocolate every day or something like that. It could be a bad habit in a relationship where perhaps you're holding back your feelings or how you feel about certain things. There's almost this energy of, okay, I want this to be, I want this relationship or my health to go to the next level. There's just something that I have to kind of clean up before I can have that next level come into fruition for me. So let's see. We're going to go to the tarot. We're going to take a look at your present energy, your area of resistance or obstacle, and then finally advice from Spirit. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, this is something to do with, I'm going to take one more there, please. Okay. All right, this has something to do with either a relationship that you have with, somebody else, perhaps a romantic partner or a work partner, something like that, or a relationship that you have with yourself. I'm going to start with the resistance, okay? And the reason is because what you're being asked to do is really to plan and take action, okay? There's something here that you need to clean up, because you're making choices, perhaps, that aren't in alignment with what it is that you truly want, either for yourself, for your own heart, or for some relationship that you're in. So it's kind of a call here to notice that this is a lucky time. It's almost kind of like a little portal is opening up for you so that you can shift more into making decisions, planning, acting in this sense of what is good, either for you, yourself, or for a connection. Okay, so let's go back. The clean it up could mean that you're holding back your feelings about a certain situation in a romantic relationship or a family situation or even a coworker. You're holding back your feelings, understanding that by holding back your feelings, you're really holding back the next level of commitment or the next level of happiness and joy and love in this relationship. So really lovely energy here, because what you can do at this time is manifest whatever it is that you truly want. We have the Teacher. This person or this situation is on your path in order to help you to open up, to see this in a more optimistic level. I feel like for some of you, you're thinking about leaving a situation or a relationship, but really what it is not necessarily leaving it. You may end up wanting to leave it, but there's some conversation, and it's not actually a conflict, because I'm not sure the other person really knows how you feel. It's like you're holding something back, okay, because you don't want to have a conflict. So you may be thinking about just leaving the situation, leaving the relationship, leaving the job, but you're not having this conversation. Understanding that by having this conversation and kind of opening yourself up to how you feel about this situation, you actually are going to be able to discover, okay, a bigger truth about yourself, a better sense of awareness of being able to manifest what it is that you truly want. Okay, so let's go into this. Your present energy is the sacred temple. See, this is a part of your spiritual path. This person, you do have a soul contract with this person, because it's almost as if they are on your path in order to open you up to this lesson of stepping in. I feel like this has something to do with your throat chakra, stepping in, opening it up, because you're holding back. We have the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. A lot of mental conflict. I think you've been holding back for a very long time about how you feel about this situation. It could be that it's something that started out really small, like some annoying habit that this person has or something like that. It's festered into something that is much bigger than that now for you. And it's almost this, because you've been holding back for so long, it's now becoming this bigger conflict in your mind. I still don't think the other person really knows how you feel. Even if you've been kind of like skirting around the issue and kind of like leaving hints or maybe having little conversations with this person, the thing is that you haven't been clear enough. This person doesn't have your perception of this issue, okay, based on the way that you have been approaching the situation. So it's once again this sense that, okay, this is a really good time for whatever reason. It's like a really good time for you to have this conversation of being like really crystal clear. And it's not about putting blame on the other person. It's about opening up to your feelings about whatever it is that they're doing, how this is affecting you. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. Look at this. Oh my gosh. There is some toxicity here. Once again, I feel like you're just almost like attached to walking away. Like just, I can't deal with this. It's almost this energy of, I can't deal with this. Instead of putting the work into cleaning it up, it's kind of like, okay, it's kind of like when I was younger, there used to be this saying that when people, smoked quite a bit, there was this saying that you sold your car when the ashtray got full. There was, I don't know, something like that. It's interesting that they brought that up, because it's almost as if instead of cleaning out the ashtray, you would just sell your car. And so I feel like this is what you're being asked to look at. Do you have kind of a pattern of moving on to the next relationship, or a pattern of moving houses or buying a new car or changing jobs, when there's just a little bit of work that needs to be done to clean it up? And I know, Leo, you're probably saying, no, it's more than just a little bit of work, okay? But I feel that one of the problems that you have, okay, here, is that this is kind of a pattern. You've been doing it for a long time. It's almost like you're making a mountain out of a molehill. You may be thinking that this is a bigger deal for the other person than what you really realize, because there is this sense of having victory, of being able to bring back the good times in whatever this relationship or situation is. Having the victory of getting back to the good times after you're feeling this energy, you can get back into the good times because you have the Wheel of Fortune. It's faded. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is moving into this energy of having blessings being bestowed upon you, moving into the next chapter, right? And so it's this portal that's, coming back to the rabbit, right? This is the Wheel of Fortune energy of this. This is the lucky time. It's a lucky time to clean up this energy here. And underneath you have the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups. Coming back into this loving energy, when whatever situation this is, it could be a business partner, it could be a good friend, it could be a family member, it could be a romantic partner. Understanding that a little forgiveness, a little bit of compassion goes a long way, okay, to getting this situation back on track. But I feel like for you, there's a much bigger lesson here about learning how to get to putting a little bit of work into cleaning up what you have instead of perhaps just wanting to move on. Yeah, just seeing a different perspective, dropping the burden. Okay, we have the Five of Swords again, so you have it twice. Kind of dropping, being in this mental anguish about this situation, dropping that burden of understanding. Okay, it's almost a sense of compromise, but I'm not even sure this person even knows that you're upset about it. They may know a little bit, but they may not know why it's so kind of difficult for you, and getting a different perspective of it, right? Getting into that energy of, okay, I'm going to walk in this person's shoes and see how they maybe portraying this situation, and then coming back to your own energy. It is a spiritual lesson. I'm going to repeat that because I know this is, it's not about blame, Leo. There's no blame here, right? It's about understanding, okay, I can, it's almost like you're blocking. Yeah, look, you are blocking. Okay, you are blocking a true commitment, long-term commitment in this relationship. It's like, I'd rather just walk away than putting the energy of cleaning it up, because there's some fear that you have about having that conversation, about being perhaps emotionally vulnerable, of explaining why this is bothering you so much. So let's go to your advice. Yeah, because you're manifesting, your intuition is high, but you're once again kind of waffling about what you should do about this situation. Instead of having the conversation, I think you're actually putting time and energy into thinking about leaving the situation. So let's take a look at this. Oh my gosh. Strength card, there you are. Leo, this is beautiful. Having the strength to take a look at what is bothering you in this situation. It's kind of like this person. I feel like this person, and I know, Leo, you're probably in a difficult spot at this time, painful spot with this situation. But I feel as if whatever is bothering you in this situation, okay, is something that really started out small and you didn't have that conversation then. And so now this person has continued to do this habit or whatever it is, right? That at one time was just a little bit annoying. Now it has become the mountain. Okay, it started out maybe as a molehill, but now it's a mountain to you, because it's almost as if you wanted this person to read your mind about how painful this is. You could have, instead of having a clear-cut discussion with this person about what was annoying you, you may have skirted it. You may have used humor, right? You may have mocked them. You may have done it yourself in order to try to get them to understand how painful it was, But you never said, like, straight on why it was so painful to you. You never had that discussion with this person. Now it's about stepping into your power, understanding instead of playing, because Five of Swords is a little bit about mind games, right? Playing the games of, okay, there's something that you're wanting, okay, but you're not being clear about it. It's kind of like you're kind of skirting the issue, but trying to get your point across. Here's the thing, is that stepping into your energy and being really clear about why this is making you sad. It could be, for some of you, you actually feel a little bit rejected or abandoned because this person, I think, honestly, does not understand how painful this is for you. That's the part that you're going to have to kind of share with this person, okay, to bring in the healing. The healing can't help, you have to put the work into healing this. It comes into balance. It's lovely. And then this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I was so excited about, right? When you're willing to do that, to take your time with the situation and really be truthful and open and work on the emotional vulnerability of the two of you, the emotional intimacy. You have the Empress and the Emperor, stepping into having the really true spiritual relationship, very loving, very caring of each other, very nurturing, right? I mean, it is the epitome of, of a loving, committed relationship. Whether it is in business or romance or, a good friend or something, it's usually more than a good friend. But whatever the situation is, it comes into balance. You're starting on a new path of being the Emperor and the Empress when you're willing to come into this relationship with a loving cup. And I'm not saying that you're not in that loving space. I think the truth of the matter is that you're having trouble being emotionally vulnerable I think, unfortunately, here's part of it. You have to go back and you have to explain why it started out like a molehill, but now it's a mountain, right? And for some of you, you may have to go deep and ask yourself why that molehill kind of bothered you. It could actually go back to like inner child, type of situation. But asking yourself, okay, so why does that bother me so much? That is part of this journey, and perhaps sharing that, with this person. Yeah, really lovely energy here. Just a lot of love. I'm going to say this, there's a lot of love in whatever the situation is. You have a lot of love for this person. Even if you're sideways at this time, they have a lot of love for you. It's just, it's really kind of a sense of miscommunication, or a lack of communication, lack of emotional vulnerability. All right, so let's pull a soul truth card for you. And Leo, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, let's see what we have here. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Yeah, I honestly, I kept getting that kind of that feeling that of, you want this person to read your mind, like you're talking about it, but you're not really talking about it, and I can totally relate. It's kind of like you don't want, it's almost like you really have to step into that sense of having the courage to really say how you really feel about the situation. And I think you're just hoping they'll pick up the clues, or, just hoping that they'll read your mind. Okay, that's an expectation. We can't expect other people to be able to read our mind, right? So let's see what this says. The expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. Yeah. And that's what this whole reading is really about stepping into that energy of, perhaps sharing how you really feel, listening to what their response, right? And then understanding that, okay, I may need to change my expectations of this relationship or this person, okay? Once you listen to them, right? It could be that this is something that they're kind of like, well, I'm not sure I can change. Once again, I'm going back to the molehill thing. It's kind of like, okay, is there a compromise we can have? I don't know why, but they have been saying this entire time something about toothbrushes, and I was holding it in my head, trying to figure out. It could be something like they use your toothbrush or something. They keep saying toothbrush, or perhaps, you're at the point where you want to leave your toothbrush at their place, or they want to, I don't know why toothbrush is coming up, but that's probably only for one or two of you. But something about, it's something that has something to do with a toothbrush maybe, but it's deeper than that. There's a lot more to this than just the toothbrush. And I think you may be talking about the toothbrush, but going deeper and asking yourself, well, why is this toothbrush situation bothering me so much? There's something deeper to it, okay? And once you clear that out, once you get clear with that in yourself and then have this conversation with this person, it really does, clean out the energies, the negative energies that are in this, and you step forward very optimistic. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there, Leo. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.